All these journalists are like, Congresswoman, are you going to the inauguration? Congresswoman, are you going to the inauguration? Are you going to the inauguration? Let me make myself clear. I don't celebrate rapists. So no, I'm not going to the inauguration tomorrow. All these journalists are like,
AOC is having a complete meltdown all over the place. Let's watch.
You're going to do a Sig Heil? You're going to do a Hail Hitler? Or their rebrand a Roman salute from behind the presidential seal of the United States of America? It's on. It's on. And what is so important for us to understand is that as long as we don't give up, it's not over. It's not over. It is not over. Libs of TikTok started crying because I said over the weekend that Donald Trump is a rapist, and they went on Twitter and they went, oh, boo hoo hoo. And I said, basically, F you, cry more. I don't give a shit. Like, you want to support a rapist? That's on you. That's on you. But I don't. And they wanted to call in all of these threats into my office and all this other stuff. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
That's beautiful, honestly. She's completely out of line, completely out of her mind, using all of these big words.
Donald Trump is also very old and a racist and a neo-Nazi. But anyways, I'm not even going to talk about Trump right now. Donald Trump is also very old and a racist and a neo-Nazi. But anyways.
Wow. Just wow. Repeating that over and over and over again. It's not going to help. I'm sorry.
It's a terrible idea. I think it's a broken promise. But additionally, let's say you completely disagree on this. You could build a great big Trumpy wall on the entire U.S. southern border, and it's still not going to fix this problem. And I'll tell you why. The U.S. and U.S. foreign policy is contributing to the displacement of millions of people in South America to begin with. And if we do not address the migrant crisis at its root, it is still going to continue to be a problem. I think it's a terrible idea.
It is still gonna be a problem, yes, if you keep spreading lies and misinformation and telling stuff that people don't want to hear, honestly.
He's asking me if I'm pregnant. Actually, a Republican, came to me on the floor this week and asked me if I was pregnant. I'm not pregnant, guys. I had a lot of food at Thanksgiving, okay? It happens.
That was funny. Completely ridiculous. People are destroying her on social media and in real life as well.
In the Lake and Riley Act, if you are accused of a crime, you can be deported. If someone points a finger at you, and also that includes dreamers. That includes people who have lawful status, who have like law status, dreamers. If you have that status, someone can point a finger at you and accuse you of shoplifting, and you can immediately be deported. No day in court, no chance to defend yourself, ni nada. And that is like and why is this happening? Because of the political venom around immigrants that have been built up, that we are now allowed, like that politicized environment are now just allowing people to rubber stamp the total stripping of our civil rights. And understand that if you are a U.S. citizen, this is hurting all of us. This is hurting all of us.
I don't think she knows what she's talking about at all. I'm not sure if that's how it works at all. I don't believe it.
So after a year spent warning about Islamophobia while simultaneously condemning Israel for trying to return the hostages that Hamas stole when they started this war on October 7th, the left now wants us to believe that they actually care about anti-Semitism.
What Elon Musk is doing behind a presidential seal in this country, we hate hate Nazis.
Isn't this you? Yes, please Jew-splain to us how much we hate Nazis, like your best friend right here. Or did you forget that she was condemned for her anti-Semitic remarks? Or how about your other bestie here who denied the sexual crimes against Israeli women at the hands of Hamas on October 7th? I agree, Nazis are the worst, and that's why your two best friends are banned from visiting Israel, while the man you're accusing of being a Nazi actually visited the concentration camps that your best friends would want to put me in. I'm sorry that Elon Musk doesn't want to date you, but that does not make him a Nazi. So after years...
Yeah, I think she's completely wrong about this. I think Elon Musk is a friend of the Jew. He is not a Nazi. I think he is pro-Israel and he will help the Jew at all costs. I think he is gonna do great things for America. We will see in the future, hopefully.
Oh, I don't think we're witnessing the start of an oligarchy. I think we are fully here. You literally have a completely unelected billionaire who has just taken over and paused government funding to specifically take out provisions regarding China and other areas that pertain to him. You have billionaires who run news outlets like Jeff Bezos and the Washington Post, billionaires that run the LA Times, completely interjecting into their editorial boards and manipulating what's being written in them. We're here. We are here. And we are going to witness very unprecedented moments come January.
I agree. It's gonna be unprecedented. We are here. It's gonna be beautiful, hopefully. But, well, she is probably right about this.
We are about to enter a political period that will have consequences for the rest of our lives. We cannot give up. We now find ourselves in a time in history that has precedent, and we find ourselves, I believe, in a time where there are, let's say, peers in history of mass movements of people that mobilize to protect one another in times of fascism and authoritarianism. And this is the era that we are poised to enter. Donald Trump has talked about turning the military on U.S. citizens that he deems his domestic political enemies. Authoritarians and people that he affiliates closely with and strongmen abroad in regimes like that, it is not uncommon to jail political dissidents or legislative opponents. This is the world that we very realistically may be entering.
She is completely delusional about this. Nobody is expecting to send the military against American citizens. That's not gonna happen at all. That was super funny to see her melting down like this.
It's disgusting, and everybody, no matter how you feel on this issue, should reject it completely. What are they doing? They're doing this so that Nancy Mace can make a buck and send a text and fundraise off an email. They're not doing this to protect people. They're endangering women. They're endangering girls of all kinds, and everybody should reject it. It's gross. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, just wow. I'm sure everybody is for protecting girls and for protecting women, especially the Republican Party.
Mr. Speaker, you may wonder why so many of our friends across the aisle who care so deeply about the rule of law happen to be so desperate to pass this bill after they are unleashing people who attacked police officers here on this Capitol into roaming our streets, who are publicly saying now they want to get a gun. Suddenly, these folks care about public safety? I don't think so. Look no further than the price tag of this bill, $83 billion. They know that it can't be paid for. They know that the capacity is not there. And you know what will be there? Private prison companies are going to get flooded with money, who give this money, no doubt. I want folks at home to look. Look at what members of Congress are invested in private prison companies who receive this kind of money, and look at the votes on this bill. It is atrocious that people are lining their pockets with private prison profits in the name of a horrific tragedy and the victim of a crime. It is shameful. It is absolutely shameful.
I think she's completely losing her mind. She is melting down over detaining illegals who commit crimes. Ridiculous.
Communities in the hardest hit city in this country, Queens, New York, 13 dead in a night in Elmhurst Hospital alone. Our community's reality is this country's future if we don't do anything. Hospital workers do not have protective equipment. We don't have the necessary ventilators, but we have to go into this vote eyes wide open. What did the Senate majority fight for? One of the largest corporate bailouts with as few strings as possible in American history. Shameful. The greed of that fight is wrong for crumbs for our families. And the option that we have is to either let them suffer with nothing, or to allow this greed and billions of dollars, which will be leveraged into trillions of dollars, to contribute to the largest income inequality gap in our future. There should be communities.
That was beautiful. I don't see any comparison between the two right there. There's nothing similar that I can see, do you?
Thank you so much, Madam Chair, Madam Ranking Member. Here we are today, Republicans who have voted consistently against the Violence Against Women Act, who have taken away the right of all women to choose and have control over their own body, who, as women are bleeding out in parking lots across the country, standing there, allowing us to die, now want to pretend today that they care about women. And why? To open up gender and, yes, genital examinations into little girls in this country in the so-called name of attacking trans girls. And to that, today, what we have to say are two words: not today. The majority right now says there's no place in this bill that says it opens up for genital examinations. Well, here's the thing. There's no enforcement mechanism in this bill. And when there is no enforcement mechanism, you open the door to every enforcement mechanism. Trans girls are girls. And for all the folks that are so concerned, thank you for your concern about women for the first time that I've seen. I don't know about y'all, I don't know who's been to gym class lately, but girls, even if you only believe in two genders, I've played co-ed sports all the time. But what this also opens the door for is for women to try to perform a very specific kind of femininity for the very kind of men who are drafting this bill, and to open up questioning of who is a woman because of how we look, how we present ourselves, and yes, what we choose to do with our bodies. I know who loves this bill. Yes, bigoted folks love this bill. Assaulters love this bill. But also, CEOs love this bill. Because Los Angeles is on fire right now. And this is the #1 priority this majority has. Thank you, and I yield back.
That was insane. The word that came out of her mouth. It is completely ridiculous that she can appear before Congress, before the Senate, and say something like this. She is completely out of mind, and honestly has become a whole meme on the internet. Everybody's making fun of her. I think her political career is probably over. She has no chance for any higher political position than what she has already. I think it's very, very fun to make fun of her all over the place, and she is completely against the libs of TikTok. This account right there. This account is basically waging a complete war against AOC, and AOC is trying to fight back, but Look at this. 3.3 million views and so many replies and so many reposts and so many likes. Almost 50k likes. Wow. Dumbest member in Congress, people are saying. She's more worried about woke agenda than protecting women. Is word salad contagious? People are making fun of her completely all over X and TikTok as well. It's beautiful to see AOC support killing the unborn. Yes, it's very sad. It's very sad that she would support trans going into girls' sports and preventing girls and women to win any more medal. It's sad. I'll say it one more time. AOC has her priorities completely missed out. I think she's completely in reverse, thinking in reverse. I think she dislikes women's sports. I think comparing herself to playing sports at her basically level to winning championship, women struggling to win championship because of men competing in her category is completely insane. I think it's not even close to compare this to her co-ed sports at all. It is completely ridiculous for an argument, if you ask me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching and staying with me to the end. I appreciate you being here as always. Let me know what you think about this in the comment below this video and click right there to watch the next one. To watch the next video, and I will see you there. Bye bye.